Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be doing a highly requested video. This is a video all about an egg fast. So if you don't know much about it, I'm gonna explain to you how to do it, what you can pretty much like the results that you can get from it, and what do you eat? What do you eat from an egg fast? So I have a super close friend of mine. Her name's Joyce, and if you don't follow her on Instagram, I'm gonna leave all her information here because she is like the egg fast queen, okay? And she's gonna explain to us how she does it, the success she's had with it. She's even had like these she has her groups that she does like different types of fasts, from like beef and bone broth and like, or beef and butter, and then a bone broth fast and the egg fast. So anyway, I want her to explain today. Obviously, we're gonna talk all about the egg fasting. And yeah, we even have like it's a surprise for me. So I've never tried this ever, okay? She didn't even want to tell me what it was, but this is like an egg fast, kind of like this shake that she makes. And yeah, it has raw eggs, guys. It has raw eggs. So I'm a little, you know, worried, but I've never had raw eggs in my whole life, but we're gonna do it. These are like grass-fed, pasture-raised eggs. So I'm hoping that like, it's gonna go good in here. But anyway, let me introduce you to her. She's super awesome, and you guys are gonna love her. All right, guys, so here's Joycey. Her Instagram is Lifting is Cake, and of course, all her information is gonna be down below. But so of course, we're talking about egg fasting. I've done a 3-day egg fast. Hers usually yours have gone a lot longer, right?
Yes, 5 days.
5 days. And so I've done a traditional fast, the traditional egg fast, which is typically about 6 eggs a day, 6 to 8 eggs. And then you have 1 ounce of fat with each egg and 3 ounces of cheese. And there's like more rules to it, which of course I'm gonna link everything down below. That's gonna take you to lowcarblove.com, where you can have a printable version of everything we're gonna talk about. But she's done her own version, right? You've done your own version with your group of girls.
Exactly.
She has like this little tribe, guys. She has like this little like
it's like a fight club. It's the group. Okay.
It's the group. And yeah, tell us a little bit about how you do yours.
Okay. So I've experienced egg fast when I first started keto. I'm sure it's like the one thing that everybody talks about, like egg fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first did it, I got sick like the first 3 days. After the 3rd day, I was like, oh my God, I'm never touching eggs. And it really took a long time to get back to eating eggs, like a very long time. I would say almost about a year. But
oh, wow.
There's so many benefits, right? You know
Yeah.
which benefits they are about doing the egg fast, which is like what?
So with an egg fast, if you guys don't know, so some of you guys might be completely new to egg fast and you're like, what are you guys even talking about? What is an egg fast? So an egg fast actually can help you get into ketosis. It can help, like, say you have like a cheat weekend and you're like, okay, I can't continue this. I need to get back on track quick. So an egg fast will help you do that. Let's say you have like a wedding or something you need to go to and you want to get rid of the bloat. So a lot of the bloating does come with carbs and like cheat days. And so with an egg fast, you're gonna drop weight. So what's the typical weight that you've seen?
It averages about 5 to 10 pounds. Again, of course, it always depends on like how much water weight you had from the weekend. So if the weekend you're starting off this egg fast and you consume carbs, you went a little crazy, then you may have about, an average, I say about 5 to 7 pounds of water weight from the beginning of the week. So you'll probably drop that in the first 2 days, and then anything after that becomes more actual weight loss.
Yeah.
So usually I'd like to do them about 5 days. That way, like you have a full benefit and you actually lose weight plus the water weight from doing the egg fast. And of course, it's not like for us to say like, oh, you cheat, go do an egg fast. That's definitely not either the case. Because trust me, an egg fast is somewhat enjoyable, but not always, So like for me, I've kind of customized it so that it's more enjoyable. I feel like fast shouldn't be something we're tortured with. And again, when we're in this kind of community, we don't want to set like bad relationships with food. So I personally don't like to like make it seem like we're not enjoying it. So one thing for sure is you got to stick to brown eggs. And I didn't even know most of these details that Myra just threw out, but I just knew brown eggs are the way to go. And I figured it's because the way they eat, right? You were telling me.
Yeah, so this is something that I just recently found out about eggs. And I try to, here and there, I try to be like, get organic eggs or what are they? Cage-free eggs. So I've just recently found out like how important it is to get, not grass-fed, pasture-raised. So I've just recently found out how important it is to have pasture-raised eggs. And if you guys don't know, they're not grain-fed, so they're actually like grass-fed. So some of you might have like an intolerance to grains, and if you have eggs that the hen is eating the grains, then you're more than likely going to have a reaction to the egg. And you might be thinking like, wait, I'm eating everything else that's dairy-free, grain-free, gluten-free. Why am I having a reaction? Sometimes it could be something as simple as the food that the animal was consuming that you ate, right? Like the meat or the egg or whatever the case is. So, I mean, there's a lot to go into when it comes to like ingredients and stuff like that. But anyway, when it comes to like an egg fast, you definitely want to make sure that you're having like top quality ingredients. So if you're having eggs, then of course, I mean, obviously in this case, your eggs, you want them to be organic, pasture raised, you know, obviously whatever's within your means, but if you can, then that's obviously the best option. Then secondly, like if you're having cream, right? Like if you can get organic heavy cream, if you're having cheese, organic cheese, just because that's all you're going to consume. So you want to give your body like the most nutrients you can during that, you know, during that short period of time.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think and then as far as the cream and the cheese, I feel like it can go either way. I'm not too concerned as more as I am with the eggs, because the eggs is what your main source of fuel is going to be throughout this fast. And so you want to make sure you have the best quality eggs so you don't have heartburn or you feel upset or I don't want you to grow a bad relationship with the eggs. That's like the last thing I want you guys to do. There is one in the group that was like, she's traumatized still at this point. Okay. And I'm like, girl, like, did you have it in the egg loaf? Because you saw the egg loaf that she just dropped. It's delicious. So I'm just like, are you tripping? Like, what's going on here? So that's the case. So for me, on my egg fast, I do allow 8 to 10 eggs. I mean, we want to make sure we're having enough calories, and we don't want to mostly get it from the cheese. We want to have the cheese as kind of like more of an alternative or a way to like, you know, do more different type of custom recipes, but I usually do allow about 6 to 8 ounces of cheese. Again, remember they are heavy induced calories and heavy fat, so you want to always keep an eye on your macros. I make sure that the girls always track, because you can get out of hand and have too much cheese, and you're not going to feel great at it
and
either.
Probably even get bloated
or
so not see the weight loss that you would see if you did track. Right?
Exactly. So you want to do 6 to 10 eggs is ideal. Okay, you want to have about a tablespoon, like you said, of either butter, mayo, depending on how you're cooking your eggs and stuff like that. Also, butter should be grass-fed, because then that's even better to have grass-fed butter as much more than like the heavy cream, because the heavy cream is almost an additive or a light thing. So definitely like butter should be grass-fed. And then the other thing is I like for them to eat when they're normal eating schedule, which makes it more of a easier way to eat. You know what I'm saying? So versus the traditional one, like which is like 30 minutes that you wake up, you got to eat eggs. Like, who wants to eat 30 minutes after eggs? This is nasty. No. So I allow girls, I do my fast based on when I eat. So my normal eating window is at 12 o'clock. Then I'll have my first eggs at 12. And then my last meal, whatever time it is, then you have your last meal.
So kind of keep your normal eating schedule and just do eggs instead of what you would typically eat.
Exactly. Right? And you can fast as well. You can have your normal fasting. I think it's better and it's more successful if you keep identical to your normal eating window. Because it's gonna feel more doable and be creative. That is the number one thing I express, is always be creative with the eggs, because you will get tired. I mean, you gotta be very creative and pushing. And today I got a surprise for Myra. She mentioned it earlier, but I know she's kind of freaked out. But this is another way to be creative when consuming eggs. You want to make sure you're very, very creative. It makes it more enjoyable.
What are some of your faves, like, that you guys have?
My favorite is for sure the egg loaf, no matter what. I love the egg loaf, and I actually have it once every week. I also love...
Just even if you're not fasting.
Even if I'm not fasting, egg loaf is a must for me. Yeah. It's great in fat and keeps you full all day. And then I add a lot of meats. I'll add like bacon, sausages. Again, that's not if I'm not egg fasting. But my other second favorite is a grilled cheese jalapeno with a tapatio hollandaise sauce. It is fire, okay?
You're able to eat this during the egg fast.
You can eat this during the
egg fast. See, that's crazy, because like I would never think that you can have, you know, like the egg loaf, you turn those into like the little French toast, right? So the egg loaf, which of course is going to be linked down below, that can be eaten during an egg fast. Then you have this, what is it, like a grilled cheese?
Yeah, so you're gonna use your waffle maker, and then it has mayo, it has cheese. It has jalapenos. It has egg white. And then that's it. And then you just, what did I put for the alternative? I think so. I have the recipe.
And then you make your little sauce.
Yes. And then I use, okay, so you only need the egg whites for the grilled cheese. So I was like, what am I going to, I don't want to waste my yolks. So what I use the yolks is a hollandaise sauce. And it's just tapatio, lime juice, some cayenne pepper, cayenne, or how do you say it? Cayenne. I call it cayenne. And okay, and then you just cook it, and then you dip your grilled cheese into. So it's just
your
imagine,
sauce.
So imagine like an egg, almost like your Eggo.
Oh yeah,
your Eggo waffle, but it's a little bit more different where we're just adding like
more dense and
it's more airy because it's mostly eggs kind of situation. But it's so good. It's probably my top favorite. Like from the last time that we did the egg fast, like I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So
no, that's awesome though, because you've really created like different recipes so you don't get tired. Like typically, so Joyce has really like revolutionized the egg fast, okay? Because when I knew about the egg fast, the time that I did it, we're literally having scrambled eggs with like a little piece of butter on top, no condiments. Then like for lunch, I'd have like an omelet. I mean, by the time day 2 hit, I was like, I want nothing. I want no eggs, you know? I'd rather just not eat. And honestly, I ended up fasting for most of the day. And then I would literally just have like a hard-boiled egg just to like kind of get it down. So the way that she does it, it's like enjoyable, you know? It's like you're eating different like creative meals. Like she said, like they're creative meals. So yeah, it's not one of those things where you're eating the same thing over and over and over, and then you're gonna get sick and tired of eggs. So
no, and we do allow condiments, and the traditional does allow condiments, but I like to do about 10 net carbs of condiments, so that can include ketchup, barbecue sauce. I want it enjoyable, you know, and realistic. And you
is that what it is? You go up to about 10 carbs.
Yeah,
per
10
day.
net carbs per day.
Net.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So in condiments.
Oh, in condiments.
So that could be like if you're cooking with like, let's say you're making like a buffalo kind of dip. That one's really good too, like an egg. It's almost like a what is it called? Like a hard-boiled egg, but it has buffalo, and actually it's like Des introduced it to me, and it's like a dip, and it's really good.
Oh, really?
So you can make like your own little cheese crackers to dip it with.
Yeah. So, like the cheese chips.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like to be very, very creative. So condiments are allowed, and of course, like she said, we'll put it all down there for you, like a mix of what you can do, because it actually is. You will always lose weight even if you're doing this. Imagine you're not having very much carbs. You're consuming mostly
That's
eggs
really what
and
it
butter.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, when you think of like an egg fast, the reason why it works is because you are following a strict meal plan, right? So that's the reason why these fasts work. It's not only because it's eggs. If you did like you've done the beef and butter, right? A beef and butter fast. It's gonna work. Why? Because you're literally like, you're strict. Yep. And if you really think about it, a keto diet, if you're strict, it's going to work. But a lot of times we go out and we're like, oh, it's okay to just have like a little bit of, you know, your partner's fries or a bite of something. And yeah, that's not gonna kill you, but at the end of the day, if you really wanna see those results, you have to stick to the plan. And so these fasts, because you know mentally, like, this is all I'm eating, you know you can't have any of that stuff, right? So at the end of the day, it shows in your results, it shows on the scale, you're gonna have less bloating. So it's almost kind of like you're just assisting. It's like an assist. It's not, you can't depend on fast, but it will definitely help with your journey. And even if they're starting, right? Like say this is someone that's never done keto, they're just getting started. Do you think that like an egg fast would help them just to kind of get that boost in, you know, kind of going into ketosis?
Yes, I agree. I highly recommend it when anybody comes to me and they need help, or like, let's say they fall out, or they've done keto before, but they fall out. I always recommend first start with the egg fast, or if you're stalling, start with an egg fast. Why? Because it's going to give you the most fullest reboot, and it also is going to make your cravings go away, because like you're kind of almost right, because you're like, oh my god, I don't even want to eat anymore, because you're just like consuming eggs at some point. Like by the 4th day, they were like, oh, I can't wait to eat something else. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is good to do these in a group. Like it is good to have a supportive, you know, group. And if you plan to do them, you know, find a friend or someone that's willing to also do it with you, because it does help to kind of get creative and throw recipe ideas. And that's why why I like to do the fast groups, because they actually help me more than they think they know. You know, I feel like, you know, I need this help and the support and the reminder, like, Joyce, be on check. You're doing egg fast. They're doing egg fast. You can't fall. And then
they're doing it.
Okay, seriously. And then it also helps me be creative. Like, they're pushing themselves and then I'm pushing myself. Like, so that's when I did the last egg fast was in February, and I created the grilled cheese with the holiday sauce, because they were like, so what are you gonna bring us? I was like, okay, let me see what I can do, you know. So I wanted to do a new recipe that, you know, wasn't out there yet, and it's delicious. We're gonna have to do it. What were the results?
Like most people?
I would say the majority lost about 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Yeah.
In 5 days.
Yeah, in 5 days. And actually, most of the girls have been able to maintain and keep it off since February. All of them have lost about an average of 20 pounds with me.
Dang.
Yeah, like, and that's like since end of February that we've been like
see,
fasting.
and that is what a support group does, right? Because they're all in a little group. They're always messaging. They're like sending ideas back and forth. And so when you have that like accountability, you know you're not going to go slack off, because when you, let's say on a weekend, right, on Monday comes, everyone's doing their little weigh-ins or sending over their, you know, oh, how'd you do? Then you're going to be the one that's like, dang, I like really messed up this weekend. I'm up 4 pounds, because that's what happens. You go off plan, you gain 5 pounds over the weekend. So I think having that group and the accountability really helps not only you, but the whole group,
it
right?
helps all of us together, dude. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can do something together.
Let me know.
Yeah, let us know. Comment down below if you guys want to do, like, I don't know, we could do something.
Like Myra's Egg Fast crew.
Maybe in the summer, like leading
or
into
maybe
the
like
summer.
the beginning of the summer, something like a bikini kind of egg fast, or like a swimsuit egg fast, you know, like
summer ready egg fast.
Okay, bathing suit egging, you know, something creative for Myra. We'll do it.
Oh my god, no, yeah, we can do something.
If we have enough responses down below, we'll start a group with Myra in there. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I haven't done an egg fast in like 3 years, but I'm down to do it. I'm seriously down to do it. If we have enough people that want to join, and then of course Joyce will be helping us, because she knows how to like keep everything organized. Where, I mean, you have how many people in your
32
group? Yeah, she has 32 people that are going like back and forth, just messaging, throwing out results. And so I feel like it would be really motivational. So yeah, let us know if it's something that you guys want, and then we will talk about it.
All right, so now I'm gonna start making the shake, because I think we got pretty much everything right. And also with the egg fasting, you can't have your coffee, you can't have your creamer, you can't have your sweetener. The only thing I advise is, like, sometimes if you have sweetener at night, it can actually make you hungry. So I always advise, if you're gonna have sweetener or creamer, save it for the beginning of the day. You can have diet sodas, you can have Zevia, water. Definitely drink a gallon of water. So that's a must. But again, like you said, we're gonna put it down below for you guys.
Oh yeah,
I'll give her all the tips, that way she, you know,
we'll do both. We'll actually do both.
We'll
do the traditional that I originally started with, and then we'll put Joyce's as well, so you guys could see the two. We're of course gonna link all her stuff so you can go follow her on Instagram. She is super, she doesn't talk about it enough, but she is a super talented baker, and she's been like on what was it,
I've been on Food Network and Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix, on the Food Network, on Sugar Rush. Like, this girl, seriously. So anyway, her stuff's gonna be down below, so make sure you go follow her. And let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna make you this shake, and it's really good. This is actually can be a dessert shake, let's say for the end of the day, or to start your day. Sometimes some people really like a more like sweeter note, or they don't really want to eat like a full like eggs breakfast at the moment. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm gonna make you today. So we're gonna start off with some water.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I've never ever had raw eggs in my whole entire life.
So this is a non-dairy milk, which is like almond milk. And this is the powdered peanut butter that you got from Costco.
I've been wanting to use that. So
we have some cocoa, which is this kind of.
That's just the Dutch processed cocoa powder, unsweetened.
Okay. And then we have some cream cheese here. Because, you know, we gotta have our fats for our eggs, right? Okay. So 1 ounce for each egg. And then some more our flavoring here.
What's that, vanilla?
It's vanilla, and then I added a little bit of caramel.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna add our eggs in here.
Okay, so raw eggs. But you know what? I've heard a lot of people drink raw eggs, like just in a cup. So
we got this.
So
okay.
We got this.
you normally would have like cold milk, cold water kind of thing,
Yeah.
But you could, if you wanted more thicker and a slushy, yeah, you can definitely do that. You can even add a little bit of like your low carb ice cream to make it a little thicker if you really want like a night dessert. I mean, I'm very.
Yeah. But this is for an egg fast. It would be just like this.
Yeah, just for the egg fast, keep it like this. Yeah.
Still.
Okay. And I'm just gonna try to make sure that it's fine on taste before she does.
All right.
A little bit more sweetener. You may not need it.
Okay. But if people want to use it, like, are you, have your girls used that type of,
oh, it's sweetener? Yes.
Yeah, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You can use it. I don't have no issues with sweeteners, none of that. Again, the main idea is the eggs. So we're gonna do a little bit more slash shake and we're ready to go. You ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be. As ready as I'm gonna be, Joycey.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. I trust her though, because her food's bomb, so we're
make sure we have enough of those. But I want you to have the most.
She wants me to have all the raw eggs.
So before we try this and you try it, I wanted to wish you congratulations for making it a year on YouTube.
Thank you. Cheers. Oh my gosh, guys, it's been a year, officially a year today that I started my channel on here with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. All the love and support. I hope you guys are enjoying these recipes and there is so much more to come. So drop down any ideas in the comments, what you guys would like to see. Do you like having me have like special friends come over and talk about something that they are super passionate about? You know, should I just comment down below? What do you think? What else would you like to see? And of course, recipe ideas that you guys would love to see made low carb, keto friendly, dairy free, gluten free, whatever the case is. But cheers. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for your YouTube channel.
Yay.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it tastes like a normal shake.
It's good. No, it's really good. It's super
and
it's filling. Like you would feel so full after this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This tastes like a drinkable chocolate with a very light hint of like a chocolate cheesecake or like a chocolate pie. This is so good. You'd never know it has raw eggs in it. I swear, she didn't even want to tell me what it was. I didn't even know what was in those. I thought I was scared thinking there was like some psyllium husk in one of those in the peanut butter.
Good,
no, it's really, really good. So of course, this is gonna be linked. It's all gonna go into lowcarblove.com where it will be printable. We'll have this recipe in there, as well as all the details if you guys want to try an egg fast. Okay, and one other thing, I was thinking, if you guys love this video, then let me know if you want to see maybe like a day in the life. Yeah. What a day in the life would be to do an egg fast. What you would start your day off, breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts. So let us know, because would you be willing to do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, cool. So then Joyce and I would put it together for you and she'd share some of her awesome recipes with us. But thank you so much for being here, Joyce.
Thank you for having me. I'm gonna take my drink.
Okay,
enjoy.
Cheers.
Happy to 1 year.
Thank you. Okay guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know the style was a little different. Let me know what you think. You know, is this something that, do you guys like to see videos like this? This was a little more just free. We're talking, trying to share our experiences with you. There are so many other fasts that we can talk about. Like we mentioned, there's a beef and butter. There's a bone broth fast. I mean, there's different purposes for all of these. I've heard of like carnivore. I've never done. I've actually never done a lot of these. The only one that I had tried was the egg fast, which I told you, the way I did it was like, it was pretty torturous, I'm not gonna lie, because it was literally just like scrambled eggs, over easy eggs, and an omelet. So by day 2, I was like so done with it, you know? But the way Joyce did it, or does it now, like she's made it so much more enjoyable for people, which is why she has her little group going, and that's so awesome. So I would like to do that. If you guys, if that's something that you guys wanna do, then let's do this. Just let me know down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video. You guys, honestly, you have to try this. It's really, really good. You would never, ever, ever know that there's raw eggs in there. I'm super blown away by this. It's really good and you guys are going to be obsessed. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I love you and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.